Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was extended a warm welcome when he arrived in Sri Lanka early this morning. This is the first time in 28 years that an Indian Prime Minister has undertaken a bilateral visit to Sri Lanka.
A distinguished delegation led by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe greeted Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he arrived at the Katunayake International Airport at 5:30 this morning. Modi, who swept to victory at elections held last year, is considered a revolutionary leader and visionary reformist in regional politics. Political analysts have touted the visit of the Prime Minister of the regional power as being of immense importance to Sri Lanka. The Prime Minister was welcomed with much pomp and pageantry at the Presidential Secretariat premises later this morning under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena. He was accorded a Guard of Honour by the Navy and was also accorded a 19-gun salute.
The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the premises of Presidential Secretariat and being welcomed by the Prime Minister of
President Sirisena and Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks after the Cabinet of Ministers was introduced to him and the Indian delegation.
the traditional Sri Lankan dramas.
4 bilateral agreements on visa requirement exemptions for diplomatic and official passport holders, cooperation on customs matters, youth affairs development and the establishment of the Rabindranath Tagore Memorial Auditorium at the University of Ruhuna were signed today.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සහ ඉන්දියාව අතරේ පවත්නා සම්බන්ධතාවය
The relationship between Sri Lanka and India is one which dates back thousands of years. The Indian government and the Indian people have made great strides and achieved a high level of knowledge in technology. They have vast resources in a highly competitive world. The agreements that we are a developing country reach the technologically developed nations to increase our own knowledge in technology and in research. Training and physical resource development are exceedingly important. I can say that Prime Minister Modi's assumption of office has raised the bilateral relationship to a new level and has given it priority.
උසස් තත්වයකට ප්‍රමුඛත්වයකට ඇති වුණා කියලා සඳහන් කරන්නට පුළුවන්. We are not just looking at addressing problems. We are also focusing on new opportunities. India stands ready to help Trincomalee become a regional petroleum hub. We will extend the facility of tourist visa on arrival electronic travel authorization scheme to Sri Lankan citizens from the Sinhal and Tamil New Year on 14th April 2015. Air India will soon start direct flights between New Delhi and Colombo. I also took this opportunity to convey our admiration for President Sirisena's effort to build an inclusive future for Sri Lanka. Conveyed our sincere support and good wishes for Sri Lanka's new journey of peace, reconciliation and progress. We stand with you in your efforts to build a future that accommodates the aspirations of all sections of the society, including Sri Lankan Tamil community, for a life of equality, justice, peace and dignity in a united Sri Lanka. We believe that early and full implementation of the 13th Amendment and going beyond it would contribute to this process.
The Indian Prime Minister later visited the Mahabodhi Agrashavaka Mahavihara in Maradana and paid homage to the sacred Agrashavaka relics. Prime Minister Modi was welcomed by the chairman of the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society, Venerable Banagala Upatissa Thera, at the subsequent meeting.
With respect to the Mahabodhi Society, there will be a day that history will not erase. This year has been established as the year of Anagarika Dharmapala. Anagarika Dharmapala was born on the 17th of September. Prime Minister Modi, who is visiting us today, was also born on the 17th of September. So his visit during this year is a great honor to us. The service rendered by Anagarika Dharmapala to Japan and India is immeasurable. We believe that as long as the leaves of the Sri Mahabodhi have life, our relationship with India will stay alive.
Venerable Banagolopati Satera also spoke in Hindi and interpreted Prime Minister Modi's address as well.
उनसे निवेदन करता हूँ आप एक शब्द बोलिए और इसका मैं सिंहली में इसका परिवर्तन करूँगा.
कहा जाता है कि विश्व में सबसे पुराना बौद्ध धर्म पर चलने वाला कोई अगर देश है तो वो देश श्रीलंका है. मैं हमेशा अनुभव करता हूँ कि आज विश्व जो संकटों से गुजर रहा है, जो आतंकवाद के छाए में देश दुनिया भयभीत होकर के जी रही है, बुद्ध का रास्ता ही है जो युद्ध से मुक्ति दिलाता है.
A commemorative 500 rupee denomination silver coin has also been issued in line with the 150th birth anniversary of Anagarika Dharmapala. Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake presented the first coin to the Indian Prime Minister.